guys, Rain here with a comparison of two keyboards. This is the Corsair K70 Rapidfire, and it's a full-size keyboard. This is the keyboard I started with back in December 26th, I think, of 2018. And this is my newest edition of keyboard. It is the Apex Pro TKL keyboard with the Omnipoint switches. And if you were wondering what this is, it has the silver switches. So, the silver switches are basically one of the second or third fastest. I'm pretty sure the Apex Pro is not the fastest in the world currently. The fastest, here, let me put this back. The fastest keyboard in the world right now is the K71 keyboard with the Gatoron yellow switches. The actuation point is like farther down than the Apex Pro TKL, but it's lighter, and it also has a 0.2 millisecond response time instead of a 0.7, so it's 0.5 milliseconds faster. So the pros with this keyboard is, of course, it's fast, and it's got really light switches, which I like a lot. Sounds really good. And it also has this really cool OLED screen, which I like. But the cons with it is it's not a 60%. 60% is my favorite type of keyboard. They're so much smaller and so much less of a hassle and give you so much more desk space than, let's say, this. Alright, I'm not a fan of this, and my dad really likes this keyboard. This is the keyboard that he has right now, or he's using. But, yeah, I don't like this keyboard because it has the numpad. It's a full-size keyboard, which means it takes up the most desk space possible. But, he likes the numpad. I don't know why. But, I just feel like for gaming, it takes up too much space. So, it also, this is what the switches sound like. They're pretty, I'd say they're loud, but they're also linear, just like the Apex Pro, but the Apex Pro is a lot quieter. It has, yeah, the Omnipoint, which are like white switches, and also Gatoron reds, which are a little bit louder than the Omnipoint, which is completely fine because who really uses the function keys when you're playing a game? But also, who uses this? Unless you're left-handed, which, yeah, that makes sense. But, yeah, that's pretty much all for this keyboard. This is definitely my favorite keyboard I've ever had, and my second favorite would have to be my Ducky. But I'd say I still like this keyboard. I just don't like the size. If they would make it like a 60% or even a TKL, it would definitely be a better keyboard. But these keyboards were about the same price. This was about $200 and that was about $200. And here's the back design for both of these. I think they're pretty similar. They kind of both have that like vein. That's probably not a good word to use for it, but like a vein kind of thing popping out. And then they both have little feet, which elevates it. But yeah, if I'm talking about any keyboard, I would definitely say this is 100% my favorite keyboard. Like, it's so, I don't know why, but it's light, but it doesn't move around on your desk that much, which I like a lot. And going back to this keyboard for, I think, the final thing we're going to do. Of course, it has the feet, but it's a one flip out to the left and right on each side. But I don't know why they did that. But I don't like this thing because it's full size and it's just loud. It also has these like lighting keys. It has the little scroll wheel for volume, a mute button, and all these buttons for, I think, skipping music, playing music, and stopping music. But yeah, I'd say these are both pretty good keyboards. This is RGB, and this entire, of course I hit the tripod, but this entire thing is RGB, just like that keyboard. But yeah, I'd say these are both pretty solid keyboards. I do recommend either the Ducky with whatever switch you like, or the Apex Pro over this. Unless you like full size, then get this one. It's the Corsair K70 Rapidfire. But yeah, other than that, both these keyboards are well-made keyboards by well-known brands. And yeah, I'd say they're both solid. I've said that a lot. But I think this is where the video ends, so bye guys.